love, this environment, love this office, this opportunity, because it helps us grow in so many ways. Right? I have been a better mother, a better daughter, right? A better wife because of this opportunity and all the things that I have learned here. Right? So I just want to give you a little bit of hope, right? If you're here for the first time, or maybe you've been here before, maybe you know our story, maybe you don't. So I'm just going to give you a little bit, history of how we got started. We got started about 10 years ago. Yes, 10 years. I know for you it's more. For us, it's 10 years. And we started, I was a paralegal when I started. My husband used to run 2 stores as a general manager. And we were always looking for something that would give us freedom. Who would like to have freedom? Right? And sometimes when we think about freedom is having a lot of time and a lot of money together. Right? There's a lot of people that have a lot of time, but they don't have money. That's not freedom, right? Or they have a lot of money, but they don't have time to enjoy that money, right? So that's not freedom. And what we saw in Primerica is that they can give us both. They can give us the freedom of time because we are our own bosses, and they can give us the freedom of income because it's unlimited. Can you guys say the word unlimited? Unlimited. It's unlimited. Wow. Ilimitado. Ilimitado tiempo, ilimitado dinero. Wow. Right? Where can you find an opportunity like that will give you that? Like, I come from Mexico, my husband too. I came in when I was 17, he was 15. And we come from big families. I'm one of 13 kids. Right? Wow. And he's one of 12. So big families. And we are like the youngest ones, right? So we didn't have a lot of money growing up. Not a lot of opportunities from where we come from. So when we came here to this country, we wanted to do everything we could so that we can have a good opportunity. Isn't that what we all want? Yes. Even if you were born here. I mean, do you realize that you are in one of the best countries? Yes. Right? That we have the best opportunities here? So sometimes it doesn't matter where you, it's not where you are. It's how you think. Right? You could be in a place where there's not a lot of opportunities, and if you think correctly, you're going to see it. Yes. Or you could be in a place where there's huge opportunities, but your mind is not in the right place, and you will not be able to see it. Right? So make sure that you take care of what you put in your mind. Right? So don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid. If you're not failing, you're not even trying. Right? So think about that. People that don't want to fail don't even try. Right? When you were learning to ride a bicycle, how did you learn it? By trying. And by failing. And by getting hurt. And then somebody picked you up and helped you. That's what we're going to do here for you. Right? Yeah? Pick you up, put in a Band-Aid, and then go out again. Go and help families. Right? And you can go from failure to success, but you cannot go from excuses to success.
Wow. Yeah.
So make sure that you're not putting excuses. And sometimes it's hard to realize when you're putting an excuse, because there are some excuses that are so good. Right? They're so good. My family. Right? They're good excuses. Right? My kids. I have to be with my kids. Well, for us, my son was not my excuse. I didn't want him to grow up and then realize that his mom and his dad didn't do anything because of him. I wanted him to grow up and say, my parents did everything because of me. Right? I didn't want him to think he was an excuse, but he's the reason. Yo no quería que mi hijo creciera y dijera, oh, mis papás no hicieron nada por mí, que fuera una excusa. Yo quería que fuera una razón. ¿Ves? Mi razón es él, la razón de mi esposo es él. Que vea que sus papás salieron adelante gracias al gran amor que le tienen. So sometimes, it doesn't matter, the facts. People don't need more facts. You need more money. Yes, they know. Right? You need to work less. Yeah, they know. You need to be more with your family. Yeah, they know. Right? It's just like this story of a person that went to the doctor, and he used to smoke, and he was getting sick, and the doctor said, if you keep smoking, you're going to die. he went home and he told his friend, well, we're all gonna die one day, right? So who cares? And he kept smoking. But one day, the daughter came into the room and said, Daddy, you're gonna be a grandpa. Right? Next day, he threw away all his smokes, right, all his cigarettes, and he stopped smoking.
Wow.
So it wasn't a fact, it was an emotional purpose. Right? So in this business and in life, you don't need more facts, you need an emotional purpose. What is your purpose? Why are you doing this? Why are you staying and just sleeping 2 hours like Carmen before going to take the exam? What is her emotional drive? Her kids, I'm sure, right? Her family, herself. Right? For me, it was myself too. I wanted to be able to be a mom, but also a businesswoman. And I want to teach other women that they can do that too. But I can't tell them to do it. I have to do it so I can show them how to do it. Right? So you're going to be an example for somebody. And I read this, and it just changed my mind completely a long time ago. And it said, do people need to be more positive or less negative? What do you guys think? So we're going to do a vote. Okay? So raise your hand if you think that people need to be more positive instead of less negative. Levanten su mano quien crea que alguien tiene que ser más positivo que menos negativo. ¿Cuál creen que sea mejor? ¿Más positivo? Okay. Ahora, ¿quién cree que la gente tenga que ser menos negativa? Less negative. Right? So people think, okay, negative is here, positive is here. Right? It's just one balance. No, it's not. It's two different ones. Right? So people that are more positive, that's okay. You still need to be more positive, right? But it gives you more if you are less negative. And sometimes we don't realize when we're being so negative because it's so much around us. Right? Oh, it's so cold. Right now, it's so cold. I think we should stay home. We shouldn't go to the meeting. It's so cold. Right? Yeah, it's cold. So what? Right? And then we start talking about it. And then we told somebody, and then the other person goes, yeah, it's so cold. And then you start agreeing with the negative. Or you start criticizing people. That's negative thoughts. Right? So maybe if we start doing less of the negative, then we're gonna start being more positive. Right? And if we start hanging around less with negative people, then we're gonna get more positive. Right? That is something that my husband and I work really hard for that. We take care of our energy, we take care of our environment. It's not by chance. It's by design. I remember, when I got married to him, my family, because most of them drink, right, things like that. So they told me, oh, you're so lucky. You're so lucky you found someone that doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't go out. And I said, no, it's not luck. I chose him. I was looking for someone like that. It was not luck, right? God sent it to me because that's what I was asking him, right? What are you asking God for, right? He sent me what I needed, what I wanted, right? Because he knew that he was going to be my complement. Like I couldn't do this without him. Right? And I'm so glad that 3 months ago, we were able to fire his boss. That's an emotional purpose. Every time the alarm clock sounded at 3:30 in the morning, that was emotional. I was like, I don't want to hear this anymore. It's been too many years. I don't want to hear that. So now, like yesterday, we came to the office. We dropped off our son at school. We've been dropping him off since he was 5 years old. Like nobody else has been around him more than us. Right? That's emotional purpose for me. I wanted to be the best mom for him. I needed to be present, right, to be able to do that. We were drop him off, came here, got everything ready. We did an appointment, got a top 25. Right? We set some appointments. We went to lunch together. Then we go pick up our son together. Then we go and do more appointments. Who has the liberty to do that? Right? And we have that in our hands to give to other people. Don't leave it just for you. A gift, and I'm going to leave you with this. A gift is to give it. So if God gave you a gift, it's not for you. It's for others. So if you have a gift of talking, if you have a gift of serving, helping people, give it to others, right?